Hi, it's Dwyer from Gamblers Advisory. There is an interesting fight coming up on December 20th. It's a WBC elimination match in the welterweight division, and it is between former European welterweight champion Sugar Jackson, and he is fighting Carlos Baldomir, a former world champion. The fight is taking place in Belgium, where Sugar Jackson makes his home, and we expect Sugar Jackson to be favored by quite a bit in this fight. He's 27 years old. He's a full 10 years younger than Carlos Baldomir. Sugar Jackson is 29 and 2 with 23 knockouts. He has power. Baldomir is 44 and 11 with only 13 knockouts. Now, this fight is not for the timid. We are actually taking the underdog in this fight, Baldomir, the guy with less power, the guy with fewer knockouts. We're taking Carlos Baldomir to pull the big upset in this fight. Carlos Baldomir, simply put, has been in the ring with much better competition. He has fought the best. And what do we mean by the best? He fought Joshua Clottey when Joshua Clottey was undefeated. He beat Clottey in a very controversial fight in which Clottey got disqualified. He fought Floyd Mayweather. He lost to Mayweather, but he went the distance with Mayweather. He fought Zab Judah. He actually took Zab Judah's title. That was the fight where Baldomir got a belt. And just so we're 100% accurate, let's just say that that fight took place in Madison Square Garden, and Zab Judah is from New York City. And so Carlos Baldomir has experience in fighting a very slick fighter in that fighter's backyard, as he will be doing here. Also, Carlos Baldomir fought and lost to Vernon Forrest, who currently holds the belt at 154 pounds. That fight also went the distance. Let me just point out that that fight took place at 154. For those concerned about weight, note that Carlos Baldomir is fighting this fight at 147. What that tells us is that Carlos Baldomir should be the stronger man in the ring, since he's the guy who actually has experience at the higher weight division. Now, Baldomir knows how to neutralize speed. That's apparent by the fact that he actually beat Zab Judah. More importantly, after Baldomir fought Floyd Mayweather, the best in the sport, pound for pound. Mayweather was so impressed with Carlos Baldomir that Mayweather actually started to use Baldomir extensively as a sparring partner. So Carlos Baldomir not only has had experience in the ring with very fast-handed opponents, but he also has had an opportunity to spar with Floyd Mayweather. And keep in mind, too, that when you spar with a guy, you actually get a chance to hear what the guy's corner has to say. Roger Mayweather is one of the very best in the business. He is a gentleman who I'm sure Carlos Baldomir learned a lot from during his sparring sessions with Floyd Mayweather. Now let's talk about Sugar Jackson. Sugar Jackson lost his European welterweight title. And looking at the films of Sugar Jackson, he isn't the kind of mover that a Floyd Mayweather, a Zab Judah is, nor is he the kind of concussive puncher that Joshua Clottey is. Keep in mind, Clottey has one of the belts at 147. Quite frankly, we consider Clottey to be one of the very best in the entire sport. Sugar Jackson, while he is world class, certainly Carlos Baldomir, we believe, has been in against at least this level of competition. And so we feel that Baldomir, who is a very highly skilled inside brawler type fighter, despite the fact that he doesn't have a lot of knockouts, we feel that Carlos Baldomir is going to be in a pitched battle with Sugar Jackson. And we're taking Baldomir. We like his chances. The kind of fighter that Baldomir loses to, the kind of elusive, moving type fighter, isn't the kind of fighter that Sugar Jackson is. So remember, this is a extremely high risk bet. Most people think we're crazy, but that's not new. Take a look at the odds, and if the odds are highly favorable, think about throwing some ducats on Carlos Baldomir to win this fight. If you want to take a prop bet, given that Carlos Baldomir only has 13 knockouts in more than 50 fights. In fact, he only has 13 knockouts in 55 fights. Then the prop that you want to do is you want to consider Carlos Baldomir by decision. That might actually goose your odds that much more. So again, we're calling for the upset in this fight. And yes, it is taking place in Sugar Jackson's backyard. We're taking Carlos Baldomir. Visit us at gamblersadvisory.com, and of course, leave comments for us here on YouTube. Again, in the WBC elimination match in the welterweight division, we're taking Carlos Baldomir over Sugar Jackson. And remember, when you gamble, always use your head. Good luck.